Compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act is essential when designing public spaces in the United States. It is the job of architects, contractors, and related services to ensure these spaces are accessible and up to code. In our profession, we are occasionally called to modify an existing structure to fit these requirements. In order to do this, we use a set of specialized tools. In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to use these tools and when they are necessary. The first item to bring is a ruler. Secondly, we have a tape measure for when longer measurements are required. Also, a tripod, specifically one with the capability of holding our laser level. Determining ADA compliance would not be easy without that. And finally, we need a digital level, a paper, and a few pens or pencils to make notes with. To start out, you must know which areas to check for compliance. One of the most common problems we encounter is sidewalks which are too steep. The slope of a sidewalk can easily be determined by placing the digital level on the ground. If the number is too high, the sidewalk may need to be changed so that it accommodates people with disabilities. This is where the fun part starts. Let's say, for example, these 3 sidewalk slabs are too steep, and we need to create an accessible route to get from where I'm standing here to the end of the sidewalk here. We should set up the tripod with the laser level on top at the last place where the sidewalk is adequately level. Odds are, the place where you set up is not perfectly flat, so the first step is to adjust the legs of the tripod. After you have attached the laser level to the tripod and placed the tripod where you want it, you will have to make adjustments to the legs and the level itself for the most accurate measurements. We will start with the legs first. As you can see here, there's a bullseye vial at the top. If you start with the legs fully extended and make adjustments from there, you will notice that the bubble moves in the opposite direction of the legs you decide to make shorter. When the bubble is in the center of the circle, you know that the tripod is perfectly level. The level itself, however, may not be. From here you can adjust the level in 3 dimensions. This handle, when loosened by twisting, controls the movement of the laser up and down. This is the most important piece for controlling the accuracy of your measurements. Loosening the handle will make it easier to adjust. Tightening will lock it in place. When properly adjusted, the bubble in the main vial should sit right between these 2 lines. You will notice that the level will still be able to turn 360 degrees without moving up or down. If it is not turning, you may want to check this knob at the bottom. This is the second control point for the level. Just like with the handle, loosening it will allow for easier movement. Tightening it will lock it in place. Thirdly, this cylinder on the side controls the rotation of the level, also through loosening and tightening. When using just the one laser, this does not change the accuracy very much. However, I always make sure to level it using this vial, because if you turn the level and the bubble in the vial moves, that means you did not level your other vials correctly, informing you that your measurements will be inaccurate. Finally, we can take our measurements. Using the long ruler, we will measure the distance from the laser to the ground at the tripod. Then, we will take the same measurement at the end of the sidewalk, here. And lastly, we will measure the distance between the 2 points with the tape measure. The remaining information can be gathered through some basic trigonometry.